ready. Moving.
Mom, make Dad tell the story right.
That's what really happened.
Phenomenal.
You can get it chomping. You can get it mopping. You can get it reading the phone. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. A long cold Vic.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own. It could be that great chalk and biscuit coating.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own.
It could be that smooth toffee ice cream in the center. Or that whole delicious golden gay time taste.
Hard to have a gay time on your own.
Streets
The Bogan force is too strong upon us. Our spirit is broken.
The Bogan is strong with you, but not nearly strong enough.
I am Lord Darth Vader, First Knight of the Sith, and right hand to His Eminence Prince Esper Valorum, the Master of the Bogan.
Let's see how you go with a can of beer up your exhaust pipe, mate.
I'm Danny, and I'm here to call out all you crack pack bitches. You think I don't see you there? I'm the OG of this shit. But you come after the king, you better come correct. I'm Danny, motherfucker. Who are you, crack pack? You smoke crack? You better watch your back.
Professor, would you say it's time for our viewers to crack each other's heads open and feast on the goo inside?
Yes, I would, Kent.
Welcome everybody to the show. How are you, mad lads? All you bogans, we're back again for another launch party. This time it's one of our very own. Actually, not only is it one of our very own, Paul here from the chat, you may know him as AGE Comics, but also it's our very first ever Fund My Comic launch. So we'll see how that goes. I hear it runs a little bit different over there, but we'll see how it goes. Please do like the stream, share it out. I know there are lots of other people streaming at the moment, so we obviously want to get as many eyeballs as we can onto Fall of Man 2 before this thing, and while this thing goes live. But if you could help us with that, we are of course simulcast live on Rumble tonight. If I do the little refresh, I see there's 5 beautiful people over there. I'm going to say hello to the Rumble Gaming first. Hello, Louis, Rannada, Rayton, Vilnard. How you going over there? Hashtag Rumble Gang. And over on YouTube, this man right here is coming back with a vengeance. He wants to extend his lead. Let me extend this over here. 23, I think, from memory. The man hot on his heels. Jeremy Burtz is at 17. So David G, well done. 23. Jeremy Burtz, 17. It's close. We've got a race happening. Hail Mo Biggs in the chat. Louis over here as well. Who else we got? We got Fanta. We got Happy Jack. Let's get it. Let's do that. Hojo's in the house. He's over 7,500 now and 200 backers. That is amazing, man. First campaign. That's awesome. Who else we got here? Who else can I say hello to? Let's say hello to Elliot. I'll say hello to Villain over here as well. Felix Huss, the link master, putting the link there. Yeah, so this thing is apparently going live at 12 past the hour. So that's my understanding of how it works. We're going to assume that's going to be how it is. And we're going to sort of try and time it for that. We'll see how we go. Rob's in the house. Ghost Hunters. I somehow agreed to become a ghost hunter with Rob last night. It should be fun. Adam Kember's here. Who else is here? I'll say hello to Mortal V, putting the links out. Great to see. There's David L, not to be confused with David G. Edwin's in the house. We'll be launching Edwin's book in a couple of days. Raid of the White. It's white leopard, I think it is. I should know that. It is white leopard. Damn, I nearly got scared for a moment. I nearly embarrassed myself in front of Edwin. Who else we got here? Mason W's in the house. I'll say hello to Chuck. I'll say hello to Roy. RSS. R33. I'll just say Reese. It's Reese. All right. Let's make the man wait no longer. Here he is, right here. Paul, welcome.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
I forgot to ask you, is this your first time on the channel?
Yes. Yep.
First time on. Many times in the chat, obviously.
Yep. Long-time viewer.
Long-time viewer. Everyone knows you. It's great to have you here. Now, I talked about Fall of Man. I don't think I had you on for Fall of Man, the first one, but you made it.
Yes.
You fulfilled it.
Yes.
You're back here for the second bite. And
Yes.
In my book, that elevates you above other first timers. Now you're a second timer, and back here with a vengeance on the launch. How's the first book being received?
Overall, very positively. Yeah, I've heard really good
Excellent.
things, really nice things. So it's been great.
Excellent. I'm going to bring up the campaign now. As I said, this isn't live, and first time me, first time you. I mean, I guess this is the. Did you put the first one on to Fund My Comic at all, or this is just your first
Nope.
time on the site?
Yeah, this is entirely first time. I stuck entirely to Indiegogo. I didn't want to do like a second chance campaign. I wanted to keep them separate. So
I hear you.
Jumping in full here.
I am smart, Reese. I pick these things up. I know these internet lingo. Excellent. Yes, I mean, that's a cool thing. We can actually look through campaigns on Fund My Comic. We can see what it is before it goes live. And you have it, as I said, you have it scheduled to go live in 4 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see how that goes. Don't blame me if it doesn't work quite that way. I don't know. But we'll see. So, yeah, I will put the link. I apologize to my Rumble gang, but I will put the link in the chat here. Man 2.
Yeah, I just picked the time very randomly. I knew we were gonna be here, and I thought, well, I'll set it for that if I can change it, but I don't know what it'll do.
It's a good time.
Yeah. We'll just
All right,
see what
Fall of
happens.
Man, both on Rumble and YouTube. Glacier smells the Stella. There's no Stella. Fingers crossed, says Edwin. Yeah, we'll see. Hostman's in the house. What does Mo say? Bancroft can get sneaking. He can get it. He can get it sneaking. He can get it peeking. He can get it watching. At its worst, he's sure got a thirst for bush. Oh my God! It is 11 a.m. in the morning for me. So hold on, we are 1 minute away from doing this. Holy crap! All right, get your buttons ready. Obviously, yeah, put your backer number in the chat if you back, and turn your headphones on, because as soon as it turns to 11:12, I am doing the countdown, and then I guess we just cross our fingers and hope it works. So this is exciting. I don't actually know exactly when 11:12 is coming, but I'm looking. Oh, there it is there. All right, here we go.
Turn it up! Turn it up!
Work like a charm.
It's up.
Work like an absolute charm. Usually, this is a stressful moment in my launch stream when it's the longest we've ever had is 27 minutes after the countdown that it goes live. But that was instantaneous. Well done, everyone over at Fund My Comic. I guess you just schedule your times and then it goes live. Imagine that.
Yes.
Imagine the convenience of that. Benjamin says, I know how to put on a show. I try. I know there's only 26 people here on YouTube. Seems like everyone, I'm sorry, Paul, everyone decided to stream right when you were launching your second book, but there's nothing we can do about that. All we can do is do our best show. Have you sent out an email?
I just did. That's what I was doing with countdown. So
excellent. All right. So hopefully we'll get some backers in here. I love to try to get at least 100 people in here on a launch, but it's probably not going to happen tonight. But we'll do our best. Again, please share it out.
The word's
Think
out
of
there.
Paul. Think of Paul. It's a conspiracy. The fall of the fall of no, we're just getting started. All right. But the cool thing is, I actually don't know too much about the fall of man. I've seen you on a few shows. I've listened to your story a little bit. But it's good because we can actually just jump right into it. Benjamin Soto says it's a CG collusion against Paul. The truth must be told. Get it out there. Let everyone know. Exactly. Don't hide it. So I guess the first, let me just read this here. It says, giant kaiju roam the earth and the heroes are stranded in the wasteland on a quest for survival and revenge. All right. So I guess my first question is, this is Earth, but in the future?
A little bit. It's actually only a couple years after us. Bad things happened back in the 1950s, and all society collapsed, and these kaiju rose. So it's about our time, but if things went really, really bad.
Did they come from like under the seas and in the mountains, or
Yep.
Are they from somewhere else or something else?
Yeah, no, they're from here. So what happened was basically World War III broke out, and I went with one of the old tropes that when you drop the atomic bombs, you get superpowers from it. And so that's why all the people got mutated and got superpowers. But at the same time, a solar flare hit Earth and knocked out all technology, sent us to the Dark Ages, and that's what woke the kaiju up. They've been there all this time. They've just been slumbering under the Earth, and they woke up. And so as society's collapsing and these new powers are setting in, then you've got giant monsters too. So this is about 80 years after that. That's when this picks up, and you've got superheroes and kaiju running around a wasteland.
Excellent. Luke Stone is in the house. How, Luke? Your site worked beautifully, my friend.
Yes, he has been so helpful.
Paul scheduled it to go live at 12 past. It went live at 12 past. It all works great. It looks like there's a little thing going here. I don't know if anyone's backed yet. Let me do a refresh here. 4 backers, 159. Hey guys, if you're in the chat and you backed, I don't know if you did. I don't know if these are your email guys. Let us know. We want to shout you out. 6% funded, 2,500 goal. Very, very doable goal. Back the book Shane Davis doesn't want you to read.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I'm a little competition there, but I think there's room enough for both of us to exist.
Of course, yes. No number provided. Yeah, no, right. It's different on our sites, isn't it? That's okay. You can just say backer. You backed. That's cool. Nicholas Gear backed. It does take away a little bit of the fun with the whole thing, but it is what it is. There's only so much we can do. Thank you so much, Nicholas Gear. Roy says they came from Australia, which we just called them kaijus because every creepy crawly are bigger there. There's no backer number. I think I'm number 4. You probably get an email confirmation, and that has some sort of number on it, but I don't know.
You could just make it up for fun. You could make up a number.
Make it up. Look, okay, we're going to just claim it. Whoever types in first. So, Nicholas Gear was backer number 1. Congratulations, Nicholas Gear. You're an absolute bloody legend. Elliot Rodriguez is back in number 2.
He's got some very cool art on here.
Sell yourself short. I know he's going to claim it. I'm number 1. Alex says the email. Oh no, Alex is claiming number 1. They're all claiming number 1.
Hey,
we're all number 1 tonight.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Doesn't have a number. Thank you, Alex. That's awesome. Yeah, only the campaign managers can track the transaction ID.
That's up to me then. I can look up who's first.
Yes, exactly. We got Jasper joining us here. No, Dojo Kun says, I'm number one. What is this, Spartacus?
Thank you, Dojo. Thank you.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. So what happened in the, so this is the second book. What happened in the first book? Where are we, like, let's give a little bit of a brief rundown and then we can jump right into what's going to happen in this one.
Yeah, so in the first issue, it kind of sets the stage of the world. Like I said, the first 2 pages kind of set up the world, and then it picks up, and it picks up with a tribe of a bunch of outcasts, all different kinds of powers, and they're trying to do good in the world. You know, it's a terrible world. It's horrible. It's awful. Every day is a fight for survival, but they're trying to do good in the world. And so, you know, they keep their villagers safe, but they also go out and try to free people. You know, there's other tribes out there. There are people who, you know, enslave other people. So, you know, they go out there and they try to free some slaves and they succeed. But unfortunately, they draw the attention of a larger, more angry tribe who come and attack them. And it goes very, very poorly for the tribe. So the first issue, you're introduced to the main bad guy. It's a 6-arc story. And these guys now are on a quest for getting some of their people back and also revenge, while still struggling again with that question of, how do you be good in such a bad world? How do you, where's the moral compass when it'd be so much easier to be bad? And
yeah, usually in these post-apocalyptic stories, actually being good will get you killed. And you've got to, that's the whole thing. It's good people having to do bad things just to stay alive. Which I like reading about. Dojo Kun says, I know I was being funny, but I really did back this. Number 1 was good. Looking forward to number 2. Thank you so much, Dojo.
Thank you.
Also, I'm getting told I need to refresh. Luke Stone back in number 5. All right, let's go up and see what's going on here. 7 backers, 200.
Wonderful.
Although, hang on, Luke Stone. You know the currency of this channel is dollary dues. Can I not change this to dollary dues? Maybe there is a way. Actually, he'll like, yeah, you actually can. But anyway.
I'm being misled by my accurate currency. This won't.
I know, right? It looks cooler. Hang on, let me see if I go down. It looks cooler. No, I don't think it can. If it's in dollary dues, because it looks so much bigger. That's okay. That's okay. We'll make do. We will make do. Bancroft knows all about being bad at lawn care. It is getting desperate out there. I don't even know if I'm about to manage it now. It's so long. No backer numbers, US currency. Luke, get it together.
No, Luke really has been great. I've been emailing him and he's just so quick, or sent him messages on Twitter, and he's just been so quick and like with it instantly. It's best customer service I've ever had. So
we're joined by Dr. Mars Retro Elixir over on Rumble, and Get Over It Live says ultimate feature package is mine.
Well, thank you very much. That is so exciting.
Dr. Masks ask if the link is working for everyone. Works for me. Works for me just fine. Hey, maybe I don't know. Maybe just go to fundmycomic.com and it'll be there on the homepage. On Get Over It Live is pointing out this is currently $369.51 Australian dollar do cents. So there you go. 31 people. Is this a well-read stream? I just checked. There's 100 people streaming. I don't know what anyone wants me to do. I can only ask that they share the stream out, let people know this is happening, and you know, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. All right, so kaijus have burst out onto the scene during essentially the post-apocalyptic landscape of a post-World War III Earth in the near future. People have powers. Do we get into why they have powers? Do we know how they have powers? I showed this earlier.
Yeah, I don't get too much. I get into it more I wrote a prequel novella to go with it, and it's from the atomic bombs. It's kind of an alternate Earth. They put some weird thing in the bombs that gave them the powers. So in the middle of the war, all of a sudden people start waking up with powers, and so World War III with superpowers is kind of the beginning stages of this story. So, and
I also would prefer to get superpowers were I to be hit by a nuclear bomb instead of just being vaporized into nothing.
Yep.
It's preferable. It's preferable. So is this the main gang? This is that tribe that you mentioned from the first book?
Yep. So these are the heroes. So the guy with lightning is kind of the main character. Originally, they were led by an old guy who actually was there from when society collapsed. The chief.
The before
he,
time.
he was a telepath who could actually control the kaiju. So each tribe is led by somebody who has a connection with the kaiju and can use them as like their personal fighters. But they lose the chief in the first issue, so now they're wandering in a kaiju filled wasteland with no ability to fight back except their powers. So the lightning guy there, Kalat, he has to kind of take over and lead these guys. And like I said, some of them were captured, some of their tribe is missing, so they're facing a real uphill battle. But yeah, so all of them have different powers.
Are the kaiju sentient, or are they just mindless beasts?
Most of them they're just mindless until they get controlled by somebody. They're just feral and they just attack like any large like hunter would.
They seem to come in many different shapes and sizes here. All right, so let's get into it here. There are 2 cover options. Cover A by Ben Worrell.
Yep.
That's it there. And is this the same? Is this a different tribe here?
So this is a different tribe. This is the tribe that they're going to meet in issue 2 here. This is an entirely flying tribe that has their own flying kaiju that they follow.
Must be nice. Must be nice. In the poster, in the apocalypse, you don't need air travel anymore. We just fly around on our own wings. It's good. I like it. And then there's Elliot Rodriguez. Oh, nice, Elliot. Everyone knows Elliot from the chat.
Yep.
That's the one that we just looked at. So that's a wrap. Yeah. This is a wraparound.
It's gonna be a wraparound. Yep. So it's gonna be 2-sided. So that's what it's actually. Brilliant. I just wanted you guys to see what it looked like when you get it in the mail, but this is what it'll look like on the cover. So, yep. So you get the whole team.
Fantastic. Very nice. Very nice. All right, scrolling down. First 49 physical orders get a free magnet. I'm guessing that's 6 a.m.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I had a sticker in my first campaign, as you can see here.
Let's go. Hang on a sec. Let's go solo.
There you go. So there is the sticker. Yeah. And so I turned this into a magnet. Which I actually have.
I did the exact same thing.
That's weird. And I'm sorry if you're the 50th backer. I got 50 of them, but I wanted one. That's why there's the first 49.
I hear you.
So,
I mean, makes sense to me. I'm going to do a refresh here. We'll see how far away we are. Still at 7 backers.
7 backers.
I know, everyone. It's tough out there. It's a tough out there in the streaming world. But look, we're launching books over here. We're doing as best we can. Excellent. So, all right. So there's the short summary about the book. It's a 32-pager. Was the first one 32 pages as well?
The first one's 25, so it's a little shorter. So this one's a little longer, which is why I charged an extra $1.
Oh, that's fine. It's still super cheap here. Actually, one sec. Hang on. That's the digital. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, it's 13. So if you go down just a little bit, they went over there. There you go, 13. So plus shipping.
Very, very affordable. Very affordable for an indie crowdfunded book in my mind. All right, I don't want to skip past all the stuff too much. Okay, example of lettered pages here.
Yep.
Yeah, the art looks great. So tell us about your team.
So Ben Worrell is the interior artist. Jimmy G is the colorist for the interior pages. I'm the letterer and writer. And then I have Elliot Rodriguez on the alternate cover, and a guy by the name of Emmanuel did the colors. He was suggested by Elliot. So, but yeah, so most of the book will be me, Ben, and Jimmy.
Is everyone in this future super powered?
Yes. Yep. So, and you can see
the only people who survived have some kind of power.
Yes. Whether they're and there's actually a point of that in the first book. They actually saved that guy Atlas there as a slave, and it turns out all he can do is control, or he can understand languages. And so that guy in the front there is like, what a worthless power! Like, no wonder you were a slave. Like, you suck. And so there's going to be some that have like really useless powers in the wasteland, and others who have obviously very offensive powers. But you're going to find out that he's
you
very
have
useful.
the power to do accounting. Damn it.
Yes, right. Yeah, you can. Well, like in my prequel novella book, one guy could change the colors of things. That was his power. He changed a tank red, and he's like, I have no use for you. Um,
That's good for
so
camouflage. Actually, we joke about that. There is the human calculator in RJ's book, the
yeah.
Thomas Valiant. So we do joke about that. But Luke says someone boosted you to the featured picks. Ooh,
Oh, well,
tell me
thank
to
you
check
so
that. Let's have a look.
much.
Find my comic. Zoom out here. Featured picks. There it is, right
There
there.
I am.
Fall
All
of Man.
right there.
Among such noted titles as The Buckler, The Mythicals, Relentless Tin Soldier, and many others.
Yes, I am
excellent.
waiting for my mythicals patiently, and Tin Soldiers never led me wrong. So great company to keep.
10% funded. Great to see. All right, we're started. We're on our way.
Yep.
All right, this guy looks like he's trouble.
Yes. Yeah, it's funny. I'm introducing a lot of kaiju right now because I really want you to get the feel of the world, that they're all really different, and there's a lot of really cool stuff there. Some of them are just going to be cameos now, and they'll pay off later. Someone will play big roles. So this guy's more of a cameo right now.
It's called Old Fall of Man. Is this all kind of leading to a big kaiju battle? Is that sort of where it's headed, or am I way off?
There is going to be big. Yeah. So I've already written the first 6. Well, I've written the first 8 issues, but the first arc is 6. So I've written the whole first arc. I really want to make sure I knew where I was going with the story. I don't want to I got to come up with something new, and then there's continuities missing and things. So I wrote the whole 6 arc first. And issue 6 is pretty much just it's like 40 pages, and it's going to be about 37 of them as fighting between kaiju and superpowers. It's just going to be wall-to-wall kaiju and superhero action. So
got your team here if you want to see about all that stuff.
Yep.
And oh damn, even very quickly after you get funded, everyone will get a print by Mike McMahon.
Yep.
All right. Okay, well, let's go check out what people can get here.
All
right. All right. So $5. That's the
novella, the
prequel novella.
So there's
when you say novella, what do you mean by that?
It's about 130 pages. It's a little 5x8 size book, about 130 pages. So I'm releasing one with each campaign, the first 3 at least. That's going to tell the story of how they got their superpowers and how the war went. So it starts out in 1957. Everything's fine. World War III breaks out, and I got up just to the point of getting their superpowers, and the world kind of ended in the first prequel. And so the second one picks up, if you can see there, there's a guy fighting a giant bear. I hate to always do that, oh, well, if you like this, it'll be like this. But imagine super powered the warriors trying to escape a post-apocalyptic DC. That's kind of what the second prequel novella is going to be about.
Cool. Are you a writer? Is that are you a writer from before?
No.
Or is this your first foray into the creative space?
Yep. Last campaign was my first real attempt at this. Any sort of writing. I've only ever done academic writing. I'm a professor, so I'll write some academic stuff, but never for the creative. So.
And that's what this is all about. I love to see it. People doing things that they previously wouldn't have been able to do and succeeding. Benjamin says it's like a comic without pictures. Thank you. Thank you for the description. I didn't know. I didn't know if it was physical or digital.
Yeah, both. I have the digital option and the physical option. So
look at that.
Yep. So that's the first one that's already available. It's actually available on Amazon, but I also can send you copies. And yeah, it's got a nice cover. Looks lovely.
Very nice. Yeah, very pro. Now you can get the Full of Man 2 digital edition for $6.
Yes.
That'll come as a PDF.
Yep.
Full of Man 2 Scriptbook add-on.
Yes.
How does this work on Fund My Comic? If I were to just hit this, does that mean I only get this, or can I add stuff to a cart? I must admit, I'm not actually sure how it works.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that it works, that you can pick more than one tier.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't really the add-on option. I was talking to Luke about this, and so I was trying my best to make it work. everything that you see so far is available in the featured tier. But if you want to add it on, I added the add-on in the parentheses because most people aren't going to come here and just buy the script book. I figure they're going to buy the copy and then the script book. So if you buy more than one thing, there's actually a coupon code you can use to save on the shipping. So you're adding the shopping cart right now.
Ask and you shall receive. Luke says, we're adding the shopping cart right now. Should be ready by the weekend. Well, there you go. Amazing. Fantastic. We're about 80% complete with the code. Look at these guys. Busy little bees over here. So this one is, I'm presuming, right? So yeah, you've got what you wrote on the left as a writer, and then you get the thumbnails. Does it have, is it just the pencils, or does it go through to the inks or anything like that?
It just stays with the pencils. Here, I'll show you, if you don't mind. I can show you issue 1.
Yeah,
because I already
absolutely.
did one. I'd never seen anything like this, and I might not have just been around enough.
Yeah,
to see
Jasper showed me something of it a while ago, and I thought it was awesome. It was script, thumbnails, pencils, and inks all in one thing, and it was great. I mean, I don't have all that stuff saved for my stuff, but I do for Fractured Mind, so I want to do that.
Yeah, the idea of it was kind of to be like a behind the scenes. Like you can see, that's actually the first page I put up there. You know, and so you can see, here's what I wrote, and I didn't edit this either. This is literally what I sent to the artist, so it might not even, as being the letter, it might change. You know, the words might change.
Yeah, of course.
The direction might change. As I went further, though, I did put in more of the finished pencils, as you can see. Like I start with kind of the thumbnails, and then as we get further, you know, I kind of took this as a break. I did do one page. It was a very long page, so I only took one panel, and then I show start to finish. Here's, you know, the thumbnail, the rough pencils, the inks, and then the letter. So yeah, so I
really like it. I think it's a cool idea. You know, plus it gets you inside the story a little bit in a way that nothing else is going to, because you're talking directly to the artist about what you're trying to show.
Yes.
So a lot of mine says stuff like, have him land in a pose like Spider-Man or something like that.
Yeah.
And then so you'll be able to see whether or not, you know, it was achieved.
Yeah. Or I'll write like 9 panels, and the artist is like, I can't do that. I can't fit all that in there. Can we do 4 and make it 2 pages? Or here, I'll combine these 3 panels. And so, yeah, so there'll be some changes between the original script and that. And I thought
that happens to me all the time as well. So I'll write panels 4 to 6, maybe, because I've written too many things to exist in one panel, but I don't know exactly how he's going to do it. So I think it's interesting to see, you know, what they get and then what you end up receiving, as the art, because, you know, they have different ideas than you do, and it's good to like compare them. Adam Kemper says, Scriptbook. Maybe he likes it.
And you know, Ben Worrell, he knocks it out of the park. Like I sent him a message, I'm like, I want a kaiju with 4 arms and like a tongue and something cool. And then first try, like he gave me that. If you look at the first issue there, he gave me that on the first try. That was the first kaiju he drew for me. And so like I don't always want to restrict him either, because he's going to think of things I'll never think of, and it turns out wonderful.
Absolutely. All right, so for $10 you'll get Fall of Man 2, the black and white edition.
Yep. So this will be the line art and the inks, and you can have the story along with it. It'll be lettered so you can read it, but it's just in black and white. I like looking at the pencils and the inks, so I offered that as an alternative.
It says, make her look like she's fiending for crack. That's obviously in relation to Ella and how she was originally drawn in the crackhead cut, but no longer. Jay's joined us here. How you going, my friend? Again, I'll just ask, please do share the stream out if you can on your social medias, so we get as many people in here as possible. I know it's a super busy night. I didn't know it would be like this tonight. It seems that it's only getting busier and busier these days, but we do what we can. And especially when we're trying to launch books, it's always great to see as many people as possible in here. We have 40 in here now. Excellent. And I think there's still about 10 over on Rumble. Great to see. They're all cool over there. All right, so for $10 you can get art prints. They get 8 by 10 sized art prints.
Yep. So I
Set
went
of
with kind of a standard size, so you could just easy to frame. There'll be 3. As you saw, my first stretch goal is another art print. I like art prints. If you want to, throw the art up there and rotate them. I ended up having 5 in my last campaign. So, yeah.
Cool. And on to the books now. $12 gets you the Fall of Man 1 second printing. So you're not selling the first printing anymore?
I am selling them in the ultimate featured tier. That's the way to get the. I only have a few left of the. I ran through my supply, and I just really like this picture, so I made a second printing of the cover for this. So
yeah, it looks cool. All right, so you can get the second printing there for 12. You can get the cover. These are the main books for 13 each. Again, they're a little bit longer. They're what 6 or so pages longer than the issue 1. So there's the 2 different covers there. And all right, so digital feature tiers. That's everything, is it?
Yep. So that's everything in the campaign, digital edition. So I'll send you PDFs. Last time I had the book completely done when we closed the campaign, so I emailed out the digital edition of the main book that night, and then all the others are out there digital now as well. So
Jojo says Paul is great people. He's one of my letterers.
Yes.
You're lettering for others too?
Yes. Yeah. I letter for anyone who needs it.
Nice.
Yep. So I Dojo.
And Mo says Paul is challenging Rob for the title of the Prince of Prince. You have a long way to go, my friend. I have more replicated prints than I know what to ever do with them. Do you want the same piece of art in 12 different prints, just with slightly different colors on them?
Well, I try not to do that. I try to have them all be different and hopefully exciting.
All right.
But yeah, this is, I made the digital tier both for just the main book itself, and then the feature tier for all of you people far away that shipping is unfriendly to. So
Bretsky says backer number 9, he thinks Kaiju Revolution.
Thank you so
Hell,
much.
I didn't know we had a backer number 8. Let me just go back up to the top.
Well, that's
a little bit down. Let's do a refresh.
Yeah, I guess that's what you could do. You could look at how many backers there are and then put yours in. You guess
Exactly. Very close to $300 raised, 12% funded. All right, let me continue. Go back down now. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Bretsky and whoever number 8 was. We didn't find out who that was, but all right, now we're getting down to the big stuff. So we had the digital. Oh no, that's the featured tier.
Yep.
Hang on. Skipping ahead here. So you can get the double pack for $25.
Yep. Save $1 if you buy them together.
Both covers, and you can get the featured tier, which looks like a bunch of the books plus the digital edition plus the prints, black and white edition, and the novella and the script book all in one.
I tried to make this about as good a deal as you can get in the indie world. You get all of those things for $50. So.
And you get your name on a thank you page. Does everyone get that who backs, or that's only on this?
Yeah, I put it on there, but yes, everybody who backs, you'll be in the thank you page. So
excellent. All right, Elliot Rodriguez says Paul is indeed good people. He's lettering my book. Ominous, also. That's your book, Elliot. Ominous.
Yep.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I don't want to say anything when you asked who I'm lettering for. I don't want to say in case they didn't want to tell you. But yeah. Yep. So it's been really exciting meeting everybody and starting to help them with their books. It's been great.
Yeah.
So
getting involved. Now there's a drawn in tier as well for $100.
Yep.
Did you do that last time around?
I did, yeah. So they both got snapped up really quick. The thing I do want to point out about this is it's not just like a one-off. You won't just be on like one page. You become a main character. Well, not a main character, but you become a supporting character that will keep going through the series. So the 2 guys that I drew in for last one, they are going to be in it in issue 3, in issue 4, in issue 6. They'll keep popping up. So it's not just like a one page you pay for. It's
one and done.
Yeah, you have talking roles. You move the story along. You matter. So
excellent. Elliot says, now where is Elliot from? What's PEN? Peru. Nice.
Yep.
Thank you so much for 6 Peruvian nickels. I don't know. Yeah, I'm working on my own book also. It's called Ominous. Well, fantastic. I can't wait to see what you come out with.
You know,
man.
it was
Thank you for the super chat as
it
well.
was actually these two guys that were talking that kind of introduced me to the community because I was on Twitter messing around and I saw Elliot post something for Dojo and he was like, I did this commission, and so I quickly sent to Elliot and I was like, you're doing commissions? He's like, well, not really, but I have time. I'll make time for you. So Elliot did the first cover for issue number 1, and then he brought me on his show, and that was the first thing I'd ever done with YouTube ever. So, and then met Dojo later, and it was great.
Nice. Jay's in the house. He just wants to point out that next Friday he's going to have Philip Tan on his show, so come hang out then. Comics late. Now I think this is Lombasi. He says looking awesome. No tier with issue number 1 digital. Is there
I bet I didn't. Oh my goodness. Okay. I can fix that. Hang on.
There you go.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Joe Sontag in the house. How you going, buddy? Dean is a new member, but I know Dean was an old member. So welcome back. Welcome back into the fold. I can tell he is because he's come back in as a white-faced dick. So thank you so much, Dean. You get one of these, actually.
What a great entry.
You Yeah, if you're brand new, then you have a golden gay time. And that makes sense. But
sure.
If you've been around the block, you get your white-faced dick. Peruvian currency, third world. Hey, I trade in dollary-doos, so I can't really say anything.
I'm making a tier as we speak.
Excellent. This is the ultimate featured package. You get Fall of Man number 1, both covers. Fall of Man War Chronicles. What's that?
That's the prequel novella. So you'll get both prequel novellas. Yep. 3
prints, the black and white, the script book, and then you get the same thing essentially with issue 2 and all the other goodies as well. And there's one backer on that. Hale, we saw that earlier. I can't remember who it was, but fantastic.
So yeah, you'll get like I said, it's basically the featured tier we just described, but mirrored for issue 1. So you get the whole featured for 1 and 2.
Kit and caboodle.
Yep.
Hail Rick Saylor. He's joined us here tonight.
Okay, it's not going to be pretty, but I think we now have a digital issue, and I'll make it prettier later so you can see the cover.
Hold on a sec. Let me refresh.
But we should up there with $6. We should have a issue number 1 tier now. No? Yeah.
There we go.
Not pretty, but it's there. So
it's there. It's available. Thank you. The man listens. We like
Thank
to
you.
see.
Thank you for pointing out.
And there was another big boy tier right down the bottom here. Actually, there's a few. Holy crap. You can design your own kaiju.
Yep.
I guess you'll be working with Brett, yeah?
Either one. I mean, if you're an artist, I'm happy to take your drawing. If you're not an artist, but you want a cool kaiju, yeah, we'll hook you up with the artist.
Describe it.
Yep. And we'll make it right. And it'll be the same way as if you're a drawn in tier, it'll become a kaiju that matters. It'll be in the story.
What if someone describes a kaiju that's exactly the same as Shane Davis's?
Oh, well, might have to change it a little, for copyright purposes, but it'll be like in Coming to America, it'll be McDonald's and McDowell's, but it'll be fine.
Luke Stone's got to get out of here. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Luke, and thanks so much for all you're doing with the site. I haven't seen any kind of hiccups. I'm sure there's a lot going on behind the scenes to make sure this thing is all running smoothly, but it seems to be going well thus far. What if B Rose designs a Boldu kaiju? You think B Rose has $200? No.
That is the only thing that's keeping me safe, I think.
He's completely safe from that eventuality. Get over it. Over on Rumble, sent a Rumble rant for $5. I don't give money, but I'm the only Rumble member and Bancroft forgets me. Haha, I'm sorry. I don't forget you. Get over it. I saw you. I called you out earlier, but I can't. I don't know what to say other than I recognize. I can see it right there. It says get over it. I can't remember what they're called on Rumble, but I see you, my friend. I absolutely see you. Of course I do. I can back multiple tiers. That's cool. I hope so.
I hope so.
That's how it works.
Luke was saying that it was possible. You made me just think of it. I'm also going to add an ultimate featured tier digital edition, so you can have everything of 1 and 2 digitally.
Nice.
Add that in right now.
Nice. What if B-Rose sells his facial grease to science to get that money? Then we're in trouble. He wouldn't do that anyway. He would make some B-Rose kaiju. I guess maybe he would. I don't know. It's kind of his branding now. The Boldo. $350 will get you Elliot Rodriguez original art for the cover of issue 1. Oh wow. Yeah, I remember this.
Oh, yep. That's the
Look at that.
11x17 physical that he'll ship to you.
I can't zoom in anymore, but you can actually, it's quite detailed. I might actually be able to nab this into a new tab. There we go.
Yes. Yes, he was very intricate on it then.
That's crazy, man. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Look at this. The fingers going into the building there. What's he doing there? Is he just saying stop?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the guy with the wings is going to do.
I see it now. I see it now. He's blasting.
The fire, yep.
That's very cool. $350 gets you an Elliot Rodriguez original art piece. It looks great.
Yep.
And
yep, he did.
400 will get you his wraparound, Fall of Man.
Yep. So like I said, when I reached out to him, originally that first piece was just going to be an art print. And I looked at it and I go, I love it too much. It's got to be a cover. So we made it a cover. And I reached out to him for issue 2, and I was like, hey, would you be interested in doing a second one? And he jumped right on it. He had this great idea. He's like, I want to show all of them off with their powers. And I want to make 2 side, the wraparound. So it's really cool. So,
very nice. Very nice. Elliot Rodriguez comes back and says, thank you very much. That's high praise. No, man, you deserve it. It looks really good. I hope they sell in short order. And all right, that's it for the tiers. Let's scroll back up here. 9 backers. Okay, all right. I would love if we could get to 10. Oh, 10. We did.
There it is. Perfect.
All right, then I would love if we could get to 11.
Just keep saying that. See if it works.
Yeah, every single time. Fanta's in the house, saying hello to Happy Jack.
Yes.
Benjamin agrees. It is great work. So you say this is part of a 6-tier arc.
Yep.
And that'll sort of cover, I guess, is sort of focusing on that main tribe. Is that sort of what you're considering? The arc?
So going forward, it'll be that tribe, but they have one main bad guy. That's kind of the first 6 issues. And then the second arc I've already started writing. We'll pick up almost right after this, kind of as they search for a home. But as time goes on, they're going to age. They're going to change. Like, I'm not going to keep the status quo. 70 years of one character. They're gonna keep going, and it's no guarantee that they're going to survive. So,
tension, stakes. Love to hear it.
Yes.
Do you want to let us know who that bad guy is? You've mentioned him a couple of times. I don't know if it's like a spoiler of the first.
Well, no. His name's Lek, and he's also a telepath who controls kaiju. And he's stronger than their guy who controls the kaiju, so he can control a couple at a time. So he's been he views himself kind of as like the savior of the wasteland, and so he's going in and just burning villages and stealing kaiju and stealing slaves. And so he's got a massive army, lots of kaiju, and these guys are, these 6 guys are running after him, trying to stop him.
How many people? I mean, I don't know if you know the exact number, but just so we can get an idea, how many people are left on Earth? Is it millions? Is it hundreds of millions? Is it thousands?
It's it would be in the tens of millions probably. In the end of the
all
first
running around with powers.
Yes, and they all got powers. So they've had 80 years of rebuilding civilization. So tens of millions. But nuclear bombs pretty much did just cover the Earth in 1957. So a lot of people died. We're not talking billions out there.
Right. So you said it, you mentioned earlier, it was alternate history. So the nuclear fallout happened in the 50s, and this is set, I guess in the 30s, 2030s.
Yeah, like 2030s. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So sort of like what would have happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it picks up with like an alternate history of like the Korean War. Like the Korean War didn't end in 1953; it kept going. President Truman got reelected, and he did decide to drop the atomic bombs on China. So China launched an invasion of Japan, and like it spirals from Russia invades Europe. So like World War III does happen. Um, I don't. I
And
teach
then
history,
Kaiju
so,
War happens.
and then the Kaiju Wars happen. Yep.
They dug too deep.
Yeah.
Into the dark places. That is a 6 a.m. sticker, Muttman. You are correct. Actually, no, it's a magnet.
And yes. Yep.
It's a magnet. So the first 49, because Paul wants to snag one for himself, which I don't deny. I would never deny him. Gets that magnet. So if you got the sticker on the first campaign, now get the magnet. I did the exact same thing.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah, and people were so
especially
great.
you get them through Sticker Mule, and then you can just reorder. You don't have to do anything.
Yep,
it's good. Fanta's got to get out of here. Good luck and much love. Thank you so much, Fanta, for hanging out. Thank you to everyone for hanging out tonight. I know you had tons and tons of different options, lots of big streams happening tonight. So I want to do an extra big thank you for hanging out tonight to help support Paul and the launch of his second book. Second books, look. Big respect. I haven't done it yet. Been years. I still haven't managed to get it going. So big respect to anyone who gets, second book, third book, fourth book out. I think it should stand for something. So happy to help you get it out there, promote it.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I chose a shorter book. I know my book's a little shorter than most people in the community. They usually shoot for the 48 to 70, but I thought I could turn them out a little sooner. I did my first one in I launched in November, which I learned was a terrible idea. I did November to December, and I only did 30 days on it. So I did the 3 days before Thanksgiving to 3 days before Christmas, which not a good time, but the book was ready to go and I was ready to get it out to people. So, I had that out there. Like I said, all of the art, the inks are done on this book. We have a little bit of coloring to do and I have a little bit of lettering to do. But if everything goes according to plan and it funds by June, I'm planning on having the book out by August. You'll get the digital edition immediately. I'm hoping to be fulfilling in August so I can launch number 3 in September and October. I've already got starting to,
amazing.
So these are going to be coming out at a regular, as long as people like them and they want them. I'm going to try to put out 2 or 3 a year. That's the plan.
Fantastic. Let me go back and check your status on the homepage. I don't know if it moves around. He might be doing that manually. I don't know.
I think he said that at least what I read on the website is if you get tips, I guess it raises you up the ranks. So that's why the Buckler's number 1. Probably got the most tips because people were really excited about that book.
That's doing well. The $2,000.
Yeah,
it's great to see. It is really good to see that this is actually working as intended.
Yeah, I really wanted to put my money, where my mouth is. I wanted to support the indie community, and Lucas building this whole thing from scratch. And I thought, well, I want to get in here. I want to put it on the line here and see what happens. So far,
you just got another backer. We asked. Now we're really hoping we can get to 12 backers.
Thank you. Yes.
Nolan says, sorry I'm late. Had to get some Kelsey art. How do I back multiple tiers? Well, we don't know 100%.
Yeah.
That's how it works. I mean, if you want to get lots of stuff, your best bet is to go with the ultimate packs because they have pretty much all the stuff in there. There's digital tiers. There's physical ones. The featured tier has a bunch of stuff in there that you would need.
Yeah, but do make sure if you don't want to do the feature tier, if you just want the issue and then the black and white edition, make sure you use that coupon code, and I'll make sure on my end that it works somehow, so that you can save on shipping. If you can't combine them in one purchase yet, even though it might be there.
Right. Cool.
So because I don't want to overcharge. I mean, shipping is hard enough as it is, but it'll come in a nice sturdy Gemini mailer for you. So no reason to have any extra.
Yeah, we that's the really good thing about doing it through Shopify is it was very few instances where we had to refund someone $5 or $10 on their shipping because they'd overpaid. Because I had that coupon code where I could just essentially charge them free shipping if they want to come in and double dip. So yeah, hopefully Nolan sees something that he likes. Very generous backer out there. We're also joined by Dean. How you going, man? The stuff Dean's been sharing lately on Twitter is blowing my mind.
The
Just
embrace,
crazy stuff. Any reason why someone wouldn't put their project on multiple crowdfunding sites at once, Indiegogo and Fund My Comic? I guess it's each to their own.
My personal reason was this makes me work for this. You know, like I don't want to split my focus and say, well, here or here. I want to put it here and support this community. Say like I'm all in on this, and so that's why I don't have anything on Kickstarter or Indiegogo.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, I'm not planning on doing massive amounts of campaigning on my Kickstarter. It really is just to sort of put it there and see how it happens. Now, we looked at Kickstarters last night, and it seems like unless you have 100 big boobied ladies in 50 different variants, then it might not go too well. But
unfortunately, I don't have that. I have big monsters.
We'll see how it goes. David says, yes, Michael, we all know you haven't published book 2, but we're here waiting. I know. Jim Cox says the same thing on Rumble. He says, yeah, we've noticed. Like, I know, guys. I know. Iron Age, Rich is here. How you going, buddy? He says, is there a tier for issues 1 and 2 together?
It's about to be.
It's about to be.
I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you. Here I was racking my brain, and I was like, I got to get these tiers out. And
you got to have a catch-up tier, man. You got to have a catch-up tier.
Here it's coming right now.
It's coming. All right. We'll see how long it takes to get in there. While you're doing that, I'll do a little refresh. I know we might have got another backer. I don't know. 14% funded though. That's nice. We did get another backer. 12. All right. I would really love to see 13 backers. That would be fantastic.
You got the magic touch.
Yeah. So Nolan wants to get both covers of 2 plus the reprint of number 1. I don't know how he can manage that, but hopefully you can help him figure it out.
If you want that, I would just do 2 separate purchases. If it's not working, I would just get the double pack, and then I would get the let me make sure that
where's the coupon code that if they so they don't get overcharged on shipping?
If it's right under the magnet.
Right under the magnet. Buy 2, save $4 on shipping.
Yep. So what I charge for like the double pack is 8. I charge 6 for a single issue, and then 8 for 2. So basically, I just put everything at 6 shipping, and then that knocks it down to $2 for everything you add on. So each additional thing is just $2.
Or you could just make a perk that has the 2 covers of the new book and then the reprint of the old book. I don't know. I mean, why not? Why the hell not? I don't know.
I appreciate all of you being
cool. I'll get it now.
Being patient with me is with this creating these new tiers. So thank you for the
Daniel Russell has joined us. Sorry for my tidiness. That's okay, man. Look, it's been a quiet show. There's tons of popular shows on right now. So we're doing our best. But Paul's, I mean, it's working. We're getting backers. We're getting backers already. I think it's close to $500 raised. 12 backers in, 17% funded. And this is the follow-up to Fall of Man number 1. How long did it take everyone to get the first one after it was the campaign was done?
So we closed in December, and I planned on fulfilling in February. And I learned a lot about post production. But it would have been on time in the end of February, but the publisher or the printer sent me the wrong files. I originally uploaded one. I got the proof, and I said, oh, you need to make some changes, and they didn't. So I had a 2-week delay. So they started getting them in mid-March.
Mm-hmm. Well, still, that's like well within the threshold of what people are hoping for, which is about 6 months. So
yep, and
that's fine.
This time around,
there you go. The reason I bring that up is this is all seems to be humming along very well. You're getting these books out at a clip, and I hope you can continue doing that. It sounds like that's like the plan anyway. Ultimate digital tier gets you 1 and 2 digitally. Everything.
Everything. Yep. So it's basically that $100 pack digitally for everybody. The catch-up 1 and 2. You know what? Actually, I made it so you could. I didn't say which cover you could pick. Let me change that. But it's 25 for 1 and 2 together, and then they do have a neat thing where you can add an attribute and you can say which they can pick which issue they want.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Mo says, by the time this show is over, this campaign will have a trail of tears so long and arduous, it will make Elizabeth Warren cry a single tear by the side of the road. What?
I think, yes. That's what I'm sorry. That's what I was worried about, was too many tears. So.
Oh, right. I see. I get it. That's okay. Yeah. Look, it's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. Bancroft, you really wanted 14 backers. I meant 15. 15 would be amazing. I don't know if we're going to get there. When we were actually overtime now. I do have to get back to work. I will do a refresh. 14. Oh my goodness. Yes. Could it be possible? Could it be possible that we get 15? I mean, even if you're, not sure, the sort of, you can grab, the digital tiers for quite cheap here. So
yes. Okay, so I think you should be able to choose which cover you want in the catch-up tier now. Now this is new to me. I've not done this one before, but it says you can choose which one. Again, I'll make them more pretty for.
There you go. Get physical issues of 1 and 2. There you go. I can't remember if that was Richard or Sir Nolan, but there it is. It is available,
and it does knock it down.
So we'll wait a couple of minutes, see if they want to get it. Get over it. Points out over on Rumble. That's $740 Australian. That's sorry, dollary dues.
That's
so Nolan Lockhart backed both and used the code CrackPackBacks. What did you get for that code? If you get a little crack rock surprise or something. 1/5 funded, points out Mo Biggs. Not bad for an hour's work. And yes. Felix has the link. Says, thank you for being an awesome chat master. And Felix, thank you for your tireless work. And he's also put the link in here for Paul's YouTube channel. If anyone wants to go check Paul out over there and sub. Amazing. All right, let me go back up to the top here. Let's see if we did hit 15.
Did we magically get it? I guess that means your magic's done.
And it would get us to 500 as well.
It would.
It would just be such a great cap. Even even though we got completely trounced in viewers by the other big streams, we still, punch way above our weight. I would love to see it.
I'm not. Darko has a question. I'm not sure about that.
So card charging for this would be on June 25th, right? I think it goes through right away, doesn't it?
I'm really not sure. I backed.
I don't think it's like Kickstarter.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Too bad Luke left too
says if we can get this campaign to 25%, Shane Davis will lose 25% of his power. I don't know if that works like that. Daniel Russell says, link me, please. The link is right there in the chat. It's in the description. It's pinned in the chat. Felix Haas is dropping it right there.
Oh, so Mo Biggs is saying it is on me. Which one did I choose? I did choose an all or nothing campaign. That's all I remember I chose on the financial side.
Oh, the creator can decide. I see what you're saying. Yeah. It sounds like Daniel Russell is riding in here to get us over that $500 threshold, which would be amazing. It is a $2,500 goal. Got 60 days to do it. It's looking good so far.
Yes, this is amazing. Just thank you.
All or nothing isn't charged until the campaign ends.
There you go. Yep.
There you go. Kickstarter style. All right.
So yeah, there you go.
All right. Just speaking of Kickstarter, by the way, just very quickly, I just want to give everyone an update on where we're up on the followers. This is just some silly fun. We'll see how this goes. Putting up Waking Dream onto Kickstarter. I got 56 people want to be notified by launch. There will be a new puzzle on this campaign. There'll be new prints and bookmarks and things and everything like that. It will be the same book though, so I don't know how many people are going to want to back that, but maybe they want a puzzle. I don't know.
Oh, I did forget one small thing. But you can finish. Sorry. No, you can finish. Sorry.
I was just going to say Johnny Phantasm as well. He's up to 50 followers, and Battlebrick Road is up to 19. Fantastic. We're growing over there in our follow count. What were we going to say? Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say I forgot to mention that one of the things I like to do with my campaigns also is to give back. So I like to give to charity. So for every physical book you buy, I give $2 to charity. Each book supports a different charity. So the first book that I did for people who had miscarriages and stillbirths and loss of children, because that's actually the reason for the name of my company.
The AGE.
Yep. But for the second one, I chose Crisis Aid International to support people who are struggling, who enforced slavery, people who are under constant attack. I thought it was not to be like as along with the theme of my book. These guys are literally walking out there to save these slaves, and I thought, well, there's a campaign. There's a donations that we could support. So it's for a good cause.
Nice, man. It's great to hear. Rich is in the house. Says, there we go. Finally. All right. Hold on a sec. Let me scroll up to the top and see if this is what he's talking about. He is 15 backers, 521 raised. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. That is amazing. Considering we had between 25 and 40 people watching on YouTube. I think we had around 5 to 10 watching over on Rumble, which is great too. We are punching way above our weight tonight. Yes. Congratulations, Paul, on continuing on, getting this done, getting your second campaign launched, and good job for helping out and getting it done over there on Fund My Comic. Yeah. The biggest thank you of all goes out to you, wonderful, amazing, incredible people out there in the chat, especially everyone who backed. Very generous. Thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow night. We're gonna end this Great Wheel giveaway once and for all. Rob has been dragging his heels on this thing. I'd say let's just get it all done in one night. It's going to be a giveaway bonanza, so make sure you don't miss that. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm going to try and burn down Rob's house. I'm going to try and get him to add all the sparkles onto that thing. It's going to be great. And then the night after that, we are launching Raid of the White Leopard by Edwin. So it's going to be lots of fun. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I'll see you tomorrow night. Actually, I'll see you later over on Camels. But until then, have a good night. All right. Bye.
Individually, we are weak, like a single twig. But as a bundle, we form a mighty